Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. We are out here in nature, spirit guides. Someone wrote to me saying, Ralph, you've never spoken about spirit guides. Like a whole video on just spirit guides. I'm so sorry. That's what we're going to do because I'm pretty versatile talking about different stuff, and spirit guides have helped me become my greatest version. Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. And there's a lot to dive into when we talk about this. So I'm going to share with you 10 signs you're connecting with your spirit guides. They're nearby. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? So in every single ancient culture, you find people talking about spirits. They have different names for them. You can go back to ancient Egypt, Sumeria. Okay? So we are realizing that this physical body is not all there is. The Newtonian way of seeing the world is being replaced by the new way of seeing the world, which a lot of quantum physicists are tapping into. That everything you see is literally energy. There is no solid as we think solid. And it's fascinating because spiritus means breath, right? Spirit, emanates from the Latin, comes from spiritus, meaning breath. When we talk of spirit, we're talking about the breath of life. We're talking about what you can't see with your eyes, which is there. Incorporeal beings. These are spirit guides. Many beings who have incarnated many times on planet Earth, who they've chosen to be guides for certain people, to assist them in their evolution on planet Earth. And I receive a lot of questions. I get over 1,000 questions every single day. And a lot of it is from people writing to me about strange experiences. Some to do with spirit guides, right? They're seeing signs everywhere. Okay, I've had my own experience with spirit guides. Now, I always encourage people to look for the power within yourself. I say your spirit guide is not only out there, it is also in here, part of your third eye, part of your intuition. Slow motion this side. So what is the first sign your spirit guide is nearby? You're connecting with it. You are being directed towards your mission every single day. And I found this along my journey that my spirit guides were near me because about 10 years ago, suddenly dawned on me what I wanted to do with my life forever. No, about 12 years ago, right? That I just wanted to help people, inspire people, and wake up every day with a bunch of grapes in my mouth. And that's what we're doing. Right? If you feel compelled, drawn, pushed towards your mission every single day, that is a sure sign your spirit guide is nearby, helping you, assisting you. I didn't do all of this by myself. I got help by beings you can't even see. We'll come to that later, right? When you realize, and I realize, we are living in a holographic universe, in a sea of infinite potentialities, infinite potentials, where there are waves of energies passing all around us. Frequencies, vibrations. If you are, for the first time in your life, knowing this is my purpose on planet Earth, you got help from a spirit guide or from your higher self, right? I got directed towards a mentor, the great Bulgarian master teacher Mikhail Ivanov, when I was about 16 years old, from a spirit guide. Changed my life forever, okay? So if you are being directed towards a mission, that's the first sign the spirit guide is nearby and you're connecting with it. The second sign that helped me along my journey was spirit guides will always set up synchronicities. Syn, together, chronos, the Greek time, happening at the same time. So the great psychologist Carl Jung is giving a session to a woman and they're talking about a beetle, and guess what? A beetle comes into the counseling room, right? That's synchronicity. And spirit guides always set up synchronicities, sometimes in the form of numbers, most commonly 1111, 222, master numbers 333. Okay, this synchronicity can also come in the form of people. Okay, have you ever listened to a song, they say a lyric, and you're just thinking about that same lyric as soon as they say it? Like, what are the chances of that happening? Well, sometimes you're thinking of a guitar and then you go outside of your house and you see someone wearing a t-shirt of a guitar. Yes, spirit guides communicate to us through synchronicity. And the more you ask for signs, the more you are aware. You start to realize there are no accidents. And the synchronicity is really the ultimate language of the universe. Sacred geometry. We'll come to that later. So I started to get a lot of number signs, right? This was a clear sign spirit guides were trying to get in contact with me. Hello? Okay. What's the third sign? Your spirit guides are nearby. You're connecting with them. You have a gut feeling, higher intuition. Now, the reason why I don't like to externalize my power, some people call them spirit guides. I really call it my higher nature, my third eye. Okay? But we all know, if you're a deep diver, there are forces around and we have gut feelings, right? Intuitions, right? This is a sign your spirit guides are working through you. They are helping you. They are assisting you make better they're assisting you to make better decisions with your life, right? I had a time where I was lost and confused, and then I realized my spirit guides were helping me make better decisions with my life because I wasn't sure if should I eat that? Should I? I'm not sure, right? So 7-day vegan challenge, I had an intuition. I had to stop eating meat, right? When I was 18 years old. I don't know where it came from because I didn't really watch a lot of documentaries like Forks Over Knives, Earthlings, none of that. I just said, okay, it doesn't feel right. That was a spirit guide communicating to me to live a more organic lifestyle, eat more plant-based foods. And I really got the download that animals don't want to die. Do you want to die against your will? No. Do you think your dog does? No. Do you think the cat down the road definitely doesn't? It's out of the question, right? So what would make you think like a cow would want to die? All right. So I started to realize like, okay, I get it. My intuition, when my intuition is talking to me, it's not just my intuition. It's also my higher self. It's also a spirit guide. Now, what is the fourth sign? Your spirit guides are communicating with you, connecting with you, are nearby. Okay? Many times we have voices. Certain times people get warnings. You get vibes about certain people. Oh, Ralph, that just happens to everyone, right? But a lot of the times people realize these voices are not coming from them. I've had a lot of voices sometimes in my head which have helped me, once again, steer me towards a better path. And sometimes you're driving so fast and you get a voice like, slow down, right? And if you didn't listen, well, thank goodness you did, right? The more clarity you get, the more you start to hear these voices. You start to realize that there is help all around you. And I started to have a lot of even premonitions as well about things to come, but also voices warning me, helping me, and encouraging me of what was about to come. So you are having a lot of voices which you don't feel are yours. Chances are that's your spirit guide. What's number 5? Spirit guides, once again, are incarnating, right? They're coming in with you, right? But they are incorporeal, meaning they don't have a physical body. But they are there to assist you. And sometimes my spirit guide and your spirit guide will say, okay, let's bring both of us together, right? They will send the right people into your life and the right circumstances at the right time. Like nowadays, I have a lot of trust. Before I didn't. Because I thought, okay, I'm in control. Then I realized I'm definitely not in control. There is something going on, right? And a lot of us, we have glitches in the matrix. We see, okay, things aren't always what they seem, right? So if you right now are realizing the right people are coming into your life, why is it always right? I'm left-handed, for goodness sakes. Can't it be the left people, right? The left people as well. Thank goodness. The left people are coming into your life. And the right people. Okay? And people who are also challenging you. They're challenging you to become a greater version of yourself, right? What's number 6? Number 6 is what I call the arrangement. A lot of times, spirit guides will arrange certain things for you. They will nudge certain things for you. They will make things happen. And a great example is if you lose something. This is a classic example of how spirit guides work and are communicating with you. If you lose something, you could lose your wallet. And when you're searching for it, you still don't find it. I lost my phone recently. Thank goodness I found it. But when I did lose my phone, something else happened because it made me reflect on something that, hey, I already have me, right? I have everything I need. And that's the way spirit guides communicate with you. Certain times people, they lose stuff and then they get a phone call. And that phone call is the phone call that, hey, you just won the lottery. Oh my gosh, thank goodness. See? It's a good thing you did lose the keys, right? So spirit guides are always arranging stuff for us. Now, once again, when I talk of spirit guides, I'm not externalizing power. We are the power. We are the ones we are waiting for. Slow motion this side. But what I've come to realize is that I have help all around me. Like, I didn't do this all by myself. And a lot of people also realize the same thing if you pay enough attention to detail. What's number 7? This is what I call symbolism. Great artists know a lot about symbolism. Everything in life is an expression. It is a symbol. And if you can learn how to decode certain symbols in your life, maybe certain things happen to you, if you can decipher that, decode that, you will find the message the spirit guides are trying to communicate with you, right? So I learned that I was getting a lot of symbolism when I used to work in my job about oceans, because I would see a lot of waves, right? And I said, okay, I'm just going to live on the beach. And that's what I do most of the year, right? So symbolism is all around us. Many times, symbolism, we can see it once again in the form of synchronicity. What is synchronicity? When your dominant thoughts align with your life and become your dominant experiences. No slow motion. Actually, slow motion. Right? So when your dominant thoughts align with your life and become your dominant experiences. Symbolism is the ability to look beneath events, circumstances, people's faces, and see what lies beneath. Number 8. Eighth sign your spirit guides are connecting with you, are trying to communicate with you, because can you just put down the phone for 1 second? Dreams. Dreams is a great way to connect with your spirit guides. And I always get a lot of premonitions in the dream state, right? And a lot of us, we go to sleep, we wake up, and we have a whole load of ideas, or we have a whole load of premonitions, or we've seen certain things. We've seen things which are about to happen. And a lot of the times, that's the only time spirit guides can actually talk to you. Because let's face it, a lot of us, we're so busy that when we finally get a chance to slow down, we're surrendering, and now they can give us a message we need to hear. It's a time of reflection and a time to really hear ourselves even more, right? So I always get a lot of downloads from dreams, even how I can work on myself to become a greater version of myself, because spirit guides, once again, are here to assist you. More so, they're here to challenge your belief system, to push you to the next level by taking a look at your unresolved issues that you have within yourself. Number 9, meditation is a great way to connect with your spirit guides, right? And that's a sign your spirit guides are communicating with you, connecting with you. They're nearby. The more you meditate, the more clarity you get. But let's get scientific, right? The science shows meditation increases the gray matter within the brain. It increases the efficiency of the neocortex, right? The latest development of the brain, about 40,000 years old. It increases the size of the hippocampus, going to reduce a lot of depression. It promotes neurogenesis. The great Sarah Lazar of Harvard talks about how just 8 weeks of meditation reduces the size of the amygdala, which is largely responsible for fear, right? So we talk about it metaphysically. We are seeing what meditation does. It actually dissolves the ego. Many of us, we don't have connection with our spirit guides, the guidance we need in this life, because we are in our ego. Spirit guides will come to you in your heart space, more so through mindfulness meditation, where you are receptive to them. When you are, if you don't believe in them, then you don't get the guidance. I didn't for a long time. And it's not about believing, it's about realizing that we are living in a world that we don't even know half of the story on planet Earth. There are beings you can't even see walking amongst us. We'll come to that later, right? So I always am connecting with my guides in meditations. Certain people use cards to connect, right? And you only know this if you have your own personal experience. And number 10, this is one of my favorite ways to connect with my spirit guides, and a sign, a great sign they're connecting with you, is that you have a creative space, right? That's a sign they're nearby. Like, I come into nature and I see my spirit guides, right, all around me right now. I can feel their energy. Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. They give me a lot of strength every single day. Why is your sacred space, your personal sacred space, wherever that may be, could be the gym for goodness sakes, right? Could be in a car, wherever you feel most comfortable. For me, it's nature, right? But this is the environment where you will find your own personal environment, where you will find a lot of spirit guides. For me, it's nature because this is where my ego dissolves the most. This is where I can get the actual download from the spirit guides telling me what step to take next, give me more clarity. A lot of people, certain times, they go hiking and they connect with their spirit guides, right? So once again, those are the 10 signs your spirit guides are nearby. And I just love diving into different topics. Feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Have a beautiful day. We're out here breathing in that good ass prana. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace. You